Okay, so we're going to be talking about all the details, how much long-term care costs, and if you don't have it, how much it would cost. What's coming up in the next segment?
Okay, so what is long-term care? What kind of coverage should you have? What does it cost? How do you choose? Is it expensive? And again, you've got to have it.
All right, and we're broadcasting live today from the Heritage Senior Center of Irving, and that is at 200 South Jefferson, right?
Yes.
So come on by. Please come on by. We've got these gorgeous women sitting in the audience today.
Miss Mature Irving.
Miss Mature Irving herself, that's right, Julie Grant. And so we're broadcasting here. Come on by, and you can visit or go to MsBizRadio.com. We have all kinds of information there, everything you ever want to know about Christina Gears. Or you can call the office, 972-831-8866, to set up an appointment. Please, you can call today, and then they'll get back to you next week. Christina Gears and I, Phyllis Smith, will be back on News Radio 1080 KRLD.
Empowering women in personal finance. This is Ms. Biz on News Radio 10
And you're hot.
KRLD.
And welcome back to Ms. Biz Radio with your integrated financial planner, Christina Gears. I'm Phyllis Smith, and we are live today at the Heritage Senior Center of Irving because, what was last night?
Last night was Miss Mature Irving, and
we have the
Julie
winner.
Grant was the winner. Congratulations, Julie. And the runner-up and Miss Congeniality, both she was Virginia Gordon.
Yay!
Congratulations,
and they're
ladies.
all beautiful, beautiful women.
They
And
are.
we're here because we're talking about a very important, vital topic, which is
long-term care insurance. Because if you don't have a note from somebody that you're going to die in your sleep, then you really need to have long-term care insurance. And as a financial consultant, I see so many challenges across all social and economic levels. See, when you're dealing with just your family, you are not really in touch with the reality of the world, whereas I get a slice of it. So I've got some statistics that I just want to go through. I don't want you to think this is just me talking here. But most women, most baby boomers, 53% of them have yet to have any experience of caregiving or problems of long-term care in their family. So ergo, only 16% of people have some sort of long-term care insurance. And
that's it.
That's it, 16%. So that's not...
So what are the rest of the people doing?
Well, they're going into nursing homes under Medicaid. You've got to spend down all of your assets to $2,000. You can have a house and a car.
And to qualify for
Medicaid. And let me tell you, if you haven't been to a Medicaid home lately, you really want to look at using your own money and getting some insurance. 56% of people that responded to these surveys said they had no long-term care plan. This is everybody, not just the baby boomers. Then they also say the reason that they don't have a plan because they have trusted sources of information. And 83% of those said it was family and friends. Well, that's like, your
Uncle
husband.
Joe.
Yeah. Hey, honey, don't worry about it, Ralph. Mary will take care of you if something happens.
I got an old barn in the back you can stay in, right? We'll fix it up with some hay.
Or I'll go live with my kids. What are you kidding me? Do you know how long that's going to last? I mean, I have seen such terrible experiences where, in fact, in my own family, and my brother's wife, her mother got very unmanageable. She wasn't really that sick, just emotionally unmanageable. And she was living with the oldest daughter. Well, until the oldest daughter had a nervous breakdown because of grandma, okay, because of mom. So then she went to live with the nurse, who was another daughter. There were 3 daughters. And after 6 months with the nurse, she says, no, I'm not keeping mom anymore. She's driving me nuts. And the other one's in an institution going, yeah, I know, she drove me nuts. So then they called up my sister-in-law, and as soon as she heard Barbara's voice, she went, no. I am not taking Mom. She's going in a home. Well, Mom started crying. I'm not going. Well, you know what, Mom? You're going to have to go because we can't have you in the house. So she went, and she, after a while, she sulked. She didn't eat for 2 days, but sooner or later she got hungry, and now she loves it. Okay? Mm-hmm. So we have to take control inside our own families.
And go ahead. And 65% indicate they can't afford the cost.
Right. And you can't afford not to have it. If you don't have a lot of money, it's going to cost you more if something happens. Now also the state has a new law that if you get some sort of long-term care insurance, instead of having you spend down to $2,000, whatever coverage you purchased, if it's used up, in other words, if you get a 2-year plan and you're in a 2-year experience and now you've used up all of your insurance coverage, you can spend your money down, and that's about $72,000 that you can keep for yourself, because the spouse is who suffers, because the person may pass away and the spouse is left with no money. So it's a real challenge.
And most people don't know also that Medicare does not cover long-term care.
It does the first 100 days, but that's it.
All right, we're going to go into some details coming up in the next segment. Where are these places?
And how do you choose where you go? And what's the cost here in Texas anyways?
If you don't have it. It's a real eye-opener. Okay, this is Ms. Biz Radio. I'm Phyllis Smith, and we are here at the Senior Heritage Center of Irving, of the Heritage Senior Center. I keep saying that. Heritage Senior Center of Irving, with these lovely ladies from the annual Ms. Mature Irving last night.
The 27th annual.
That's right. So you can find out more about Christina Gears at MsBizRadio.com. Or you can call 972-831-8866. You can make an appointment on Monday. They will get back to you if you call today, so please do it. And stick around, because we got more coming up on News Radio 1080 KRLD.
Now back to Ms. Biz with Christina Gears on News Radio 1080 KRLD.
And we're back with Ms. Biz Radio, your integrated financial planner, Christina Gears, and I'm Phyllis Smith, and we are at the Heritage Senior Center of Irving.
Hey, you got that right.
That's right. I got it right that time.
And we have with us today Ms. Mature Irving 2009, Julie Grant. Congratulations, Julie. And also Virginia Gordon, who was not only the runner-up, but was also Miss Congeniality. And congratulations. And for both of you, you don't have to come up here now, but I have 2 tickets for each of you to the Firefighters Ball at the Frontiers of Flight on October 23rd. It's a black tie event. It is the hottest event in Irving.
All right. Okay. Congratulations, ladies. All right. We have a question here from somebody in the audience.
Becky. Becky, what's your question?
All right, my question is, my husband and I seem to be doing everything right. We have more than 8 months reserve cash for emergencies. We also have long-term insurance, but we have a limit of $300,000. Is that enough, or do we need to increase?
Okay, so that's a 5-year plan, Becky, I think. And what you need to know is that the state has just passed a law that will give you the ability to only spend down to $300,000. So in other words, if you had $500,000 and you went and you started using your insurance, and then the $300,000 was used up, you would only have to spend down $200,000 of your money, and they would allow you to then be taken care of through Medicaid and leave that $300,000 for the surviving spouse if the other person passes away. So, and that just happened. Now, prior to that, it would have been difficult. And you never know how long it's going to be. So usually what I recommend to clients is just get a lifetime payment. It's more expensive, but you just never know what is going to happen.